The new ZL1 Addons Deluxe Diffuser adds a wing to the original design. Now you can actually feel the difference at 75 miles an hour. The Deluxe Diffuser fits all Challenger trim levels from 2015 through 2019 and sits just over 1.5 inches lower than the original design. For some, this may be an issue, especially those of you with lowered cars, but this design was made for function and durability. In this video, you will get all the details you need to determine if the new ZL1 Addons Deluxe Diffuser is the right one for you. Alright, so we're in the back of the garage. It's late night. It's dark out. We're dealing with crickets here, but hopefully we'll make do. I didn't want to wait for this install. I'm kind of excited. So we've got the ZL1 Addons Diffuser already installed and what looks like another ZL1 Addons Diffuser below it. We'll talk about that in a second. I want to go over my relationship with ZL1 so everybody understands what's going on here. This here is my original purchase. I had side skirts and rear extensions for the Scat Pack. Bought it all. Cost me around 500 bucks. Did a video on it. Picked it apart a tiny bit, but overall loved it. So ZL1, I don't know, some of you guys started buying these things like crazy. It was pretty awesome. I ran into the ZL1 guys over at Springfest, talked to them for a bit. And next thing you know, got the Hellcat. They're like, hey, we're going to send you some side skirts and some front thingies. And we got the these things right here, the Deluxe Rock Guards, which I got to tell you, if you have a wide body, you must have these because this thing kicks up rocks everywhere. But anyway, so they sent me all that stuff for free. So I was like, oh, that's awesome. You guys are great. And now we're escalating to something where I got my hands on a new product, which is really cool. So hopefully, since I'm the first to show you this, we're going to have a little fun with it. This won't be an install video. Again, upper right, if you want to see install video, this installs the same as that. All right, so enough messing around. Let's talk about that right there. That right there is ZL1 Addons' new product, which will be releasing at the same time as this video. I was lucky enough to get their, I guess their original copy of it that they were messing around with. So if you see any scratches or anything like that, just remember this was, I guess, what they were using as their initial product to test and perfect it. So what makes the Deluxe Diffuser so deluxe? Well, the Deluxe Diffuser now has more downforce. It has these interesting pockets. Their new design. We're going to flip this over, so hold on a second. All right, now that it's flipped over, you can get an understanding of what we got here. We got the vanes going all the way back, and we have these new pockets for downforce. So we have a really, this whole area here is channeling air in and out the back. I have no specifications on what type of downforce this provides, but the design is basically meant to pull the butt of your car down as you start climbing in speed. It's pretty cool. It does have a little bit more space. So if you take a look right here, this is where it meets up with the body of the car. So if you measure from this to the bottom of this, you get 3¼ inches. Okay, so if you measure on that one over there, this to the bottom is 4 3/4. So you have an extra 1½ inches lower. It's going to look a little bit more aggressive. It's going to have a bigger look and feel to it. So I want to see what it looks like on the car. The install is going to be exactly the same. The only difference is your screws. You have to come through this hole to screw in your screws. Otherwise, again, upper right corner. That's the full install video on this. And I don't know, let's get it on and let's talk about it on the car. All right, so I took the other one out. We got a little side-by-side comparison here. The first thing you're going to notice is that height difference. Look at that. This thing is going to look so much meaner on the back of the car. Now, I got a couple of cool things to talk about here because I just noticed they've made some small design changes, very subtle though. So the nuts and these annoying washers that would always slide all the way down there are gone. Now we've got nuts, washers, and actually nuts with scored washers all put together. Only one thing to put up and under the car. Just like last time, these screws stay in place. So as you're trying to install it in the car, they're not falling down in your face, and you can still turn them with a screwdriver, no problem. All right, so if you're looking at this and seeing some scratches and stuff, don't worry about that. This is not what you guys are going to get. This is, I guess, their design unit. They were tweaking and doing stuff with it, testing it on cars. Then he decided to send it to me, which I'm really honored to get, to test it out, put it in the install, and kind of time my video with the release. So yours should look a little bit more like this one. This one is about a year old. It's been on the car, driven around a couple thousand miles, so it still looks great, but this is where we're going next. Just want to give you guys a quick rundown and some super bright light. This is after I got this in February, put the ZL1 Addons Diffuser on almost immediately, and been driving around for about 2,500 miles, maybe almost 3,000. Still looks like new, so there's no damage accruing underneath here, which is pretty nice. Same thing on the Scat Pack. We drove with that a couple thousand miles as well, no problems. And as usual, the GoPro decides to, hey, let's just stop recording audio for no reason. So we'll get a quick voiceover here. So what I wanted to show you in this portion of the video is you only have to jack up one side of the car to install this. We've got the awesome orange Harbor Freight Daytona jack. We're using those ZL1 premium mag pads. I would recommend picking those up if you are jacking your car up a lot. And of course, the amazing Esco jack stands, which I tell you, I swear by. Any of these things you want, you need, you could find them in the description below. If you purchase them from Amazon, Amazon gives me a small cut of their profit. So that helps the channel. You get low prices. I get the big guy's profit. It's pretty awesome. And for those of you that do buy, thanks for your support. All right, we're done with the install. You're not going to get much of this right here, right now. I think I got to do some daytime shooting at this point. So we're going to kill it for tonight, and we'll continue with this in the morning. All right, we got it installed, and of course we have blowers and all that great stuff going on in the background, but this is what we're left with. I like it. It's nice and low. It's nice and evil looking. Come in from the back so you can get a good shot from there. I'll put up some good high-res photos to show you guys, but overall we've got those angles to grab the air and theoretically pull the butt end of the car down. It's solid. Let me get in here. So if we put a nice bit of pressure right here, it's rock solid. I mean, it wiggles a little bit, but it's rock solid. It's not going to fall off on you. The subtle changes they made to the design make this thing a whole lot better. I'm super happy with the way it went on. I mean, you're looking at jacking up the car, putting this thing on. If you don't need to do the riv nuts, you're looking at about 15 to 20 minutes. If you do need to do the riv nuts, you're looking at about 30 to 35 minutes. Just remember, you do have to check the holes in the back to make sure they're threaded or not threaded, but the riv nut thing is super simple. First, I want to start off by thanking ZL1 Addons for choosing me to be the first person to get this product and show it to you guys. Second thing is, I totally understand this mod isn't for everybody. It's a little bigger, it's a little more aggressive, and you know, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Tell me what you think. Which one looks better on my car? We got the ZL1 Addons, the original diffuser that I loved, and then now we have the Deluxe Diffuser, a little bit bigger, a little more aggressive. It's got some downforce going to it. What do you think? Which one do you think belongs on my car? Which one are you guys putting on your car? Drop some comments below. Before you buy this diffuser though, I highly recommend you kind of size it up. If you're a lowered car, definitely recommend going with their original diffuser. If you're running at stock height, take a box, mock it up. Remember, you got 4 3/4 inch drop from the rear of your car. So put that box in the center, in the back of your car, make it look kind of like where it overhangs on mine, and then see if you can drive around and without hitting anything. And that wraps up another video. If you enjoyed this video, gently press that like button. If you're stopping by for the first time, check out my other content. Consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching.